next, then he think he gonna beat me and leave and don't want to play no more.
Hey, I beat you twice last time.
You see how he tried to
Twice
beat
on
me,
me.
man. You see me, alright.
Twice.
Alright. I'm gonna whoop you after you cut my hair.
Go on. Let me sit in that chair.
Shit, beat that chair, man.
I think 17 Pro Max. Is it open? Oh. It didn't look like it. Well, it don't look like it. Chair comfy. Hey, you gotta stand up.
You can sit in my chair. Man, you know how to work it. Grab the purple one, but grab the black one first, and press B and get out of that. Or you want it's whatever you want to do. B again. We can play. You can play me. You can play online. You can go ahead online. Whatever you want to do.
I think I'll play you.
Alright, where I'm setting up at?
What controller?
You on the purple. I guess you can
Set
set
up
it
over here.
I don't know if you use.
Scoot over just for a little bit, see?
Right?
Just so I can have some walking away. I mean, walking room.
Uh,
I mean, switch.
yeah.
Because I'm going to need him to spin.
Alright.
Damn.
Chad, switch the room around there. You got less room.
You know what I'm saying? Now I actually got a bigger fucking air mattress.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. I mean, that's that cologne I want over there.
Where? I don't see no
You're
cologne.
supposed to run that chair. You're supposed to switch sides.
Oh.
You take that chair over there.
Ah, I put that
Yeah.
stuff. So there. What the one are you talking about?
This plug working up, right?
Okay. Oh shit, you gotta give me a minute. I'm sorry. But, see what I got in my hand.
Oh, shit.
Hey, my controller turned off.
All them damn plugs.
It's that long cord right there. The first one you feel. Right there. Pull it. Pull it.
Pull it, right?
Alright. I'm gonna use the Lions on them. That, yeah. I can use the New York Giants. I can use Cam Scatterboo, Jackson Dart, and Dexter Lawrence in the league neighbors.
You playing with Detroit?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what team to use, so I just picked the team. Yeah, he ain't messing with you.
Hey, son.
I don't want to hear.
I say I'm in the kitchen right here, but you know,
What?
talking about cause we're smoking.
Oh, no, yeah, you good. Go ahead.
You can see from that far?
Yep.
Oh, it only shows the
Jake Bates now, ready to get this one started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by an incredible score through the air and on the ground. He was picked 53rd back in 2020. It's Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win, and kind of like he was all season. He's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better. He's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. Forced out to his right. That's caught by A.J. Brown. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. First down, a run with Barkley. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. The Eagles inside the red zone for the first time. They've got first and 10 from the 20. In the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. And he's stopped as we get closer to our first points of this ball game. It's going to be first and goal now.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Great. Set.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. And down he goes. The Lions rush gets home. And it's step one towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. Second and goal coming up. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Flush down out to his left. He scores. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Elliott. And the Eagles will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. Leading them out, got his first MVP votes after a career-best season last year. Now reached a decade in this league. It's Jared Goff.
Okay, there are other flashier quarterbacks that make more highlight reel plays than Jared.
Off to the races, middle of the field. There it is, touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Dan Campbell gets the offense the call. They're making a bid for 2. Putting one of the tight ends in motion right. Goff's going to throw for it. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown, and then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Shipley now to return. And he gets crushed by a big hit. Oh, man. Right at the 25 to end it. The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. Doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them, because they proved last drive they couldn't.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
Barkley off the pistol again. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Hurts. Escapes out to the left. He can run it. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
First and 10. Here's Hurts. On the move, headed right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 8-7 the score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Coming to the line for another first and 10. From the red zone on first. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a first and goal.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Hurts setting up to throw. Getting out to his left.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Cade. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. But I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Barkley does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards. I think they might have taken that first down for granted there, Brock, and now their punishment is they got to figure out third down.
Yeah, a little bit of questioning, some mind games now, right?
Yeah.
Why didn't that work out? Can we trust to run it here on third down? Not a gigantic call, but one that certainly creates a lot of confusion.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now it's decision time on 4th and goal.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively...
Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a second quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 6. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Lions headed out for their second drive of the game. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They gotta give their defense a chance to catch your breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Well, Brock, they've made it a point to incorporate him into their offense, and hey, no arguments here. He has been awesome and given them a spark they need when he gets involved.
And it's so nice offensively, Kate, when you feel it, when you can run it, when you can throw it, and especially running it like this, going to pay huge dividends as the game goes on.
He will go! Touchdown, Detroit! The Lions tie and can take the lead here in the second. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Bates tacks on the extra point, and they'll take the lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Shipley now to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Chased out to his right. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Lions are stopped a little inside the 30. Well, he didn't like what he saw from the pocket, Brock, so he kicked it outright. Coverage did a great job, though, never letting up, and they were there to pick him off.
Yeah, as a QB, you're just trying to buy a little time, break that defense down, but you know how you can tell a well-coached defense? When that QB rolls right.
And he can't escape this. The Eagles take him down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, Goff. Rolling left, buying some time. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
Well, I can say this definitively. That is not the way you thank your defense for giving you the football. Don't follow that other quarterback steps and toss it right back to him. He got away with one.
Third down run by Gibbs. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. That's a pickup of 7 yards, so now they'll face fourth down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
They send a tight end in motion. Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Fourth down, the offense is staying on the field. They're going for it. They'll go for it. Goff. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. At the 20. The 10. This is going to make it down to the 6. That's going to set him up with 1st and goal.
63 yards, the gain on the play.
Looking inside the red zone. Buys time, rolling right. And he will score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get some late points and the lead. Jalen Hurts with the touchdown. Nick Sirianni telling his offense they're going for it. 2-point attempt coming. Hurts looking to throw. Forced out to his right. And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
You get
Trying to locate it. Oh, no, he lost it. Chooses to bring this one out. Man, you've got to have a better plan if you bring it out of the end zone. He barely got anything on that run back. The Detroit offense getting ready for its next drive. And this is close to their end zone. They have got to be careful, but there is still enough time. They could mount something of a drive here. They'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. From the gun, Goff. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Tight end motioning right. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he gets it forward and still about a yard out of that. It's Nolan Smith there for the stop.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down. So we have a one-score game here at dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jacob Sailors now to return it. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the 2nd half. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Goff. Screen here for Gibbs. Has a lane past the 45. And he's out of bounds, but what a great play there, Brock. He's got him into field goal range. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. To the air on 1st down. Here's Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal. Well, this certainly has been a memorable contest for him. His coaches, man, they're going to take this kind of output every single game.
This goes a little beyond the expectations they have for him, maybe even for himself. What impresses me so much, Kate, the guy just doesn't tire. Getting stronger, literally, as this game's going on.
Give him 6 yards. Boy, a great spot. 2nd and goal at the 2. Gibbs can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
On 3rd and goal, Goff. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
That's going to be a play tomorrow. When they watch it on tape, they're going to be kicking themselves a bit, Kate. You get man-to-man coverage down in the red zone, you got to take advantage of it. It's hard. Zone coverage and the windows are so tight. You get man, got to find a way to win.
Running for it. Here's Gibbs. And they stop him. No touchdown, no 1st down. That's a turnover on downs near the end zone.
This running back has had himself a day, but not on that play. Finally, a little bit of catharsis for everyone on that defense. Keep him from the 1st and get a turnover, a much-needed turnover on downs.
Hurts from his end zone. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on. Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
And he's out of bounds just short of the 15. Give him 5 on the play, and that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down. Hurts yet again. He rolls to his right. Now here he goes. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Working quickly here. First down throwing for Hurts. Hits his running back. Continuing to move past the 45. Has room down the left sideline. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin-off, pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch. He can do his damage. Big time.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Lions offense returning to the field. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this 3rd quarter.
You sure love teams who excel on the ground, right? You love a physical game of football. You can hammer at the opponent. But in today's NFL, it's just impossible to win if you don't have a passing component that's balancing it out.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. They're going to bring him down just after he crosses the 50. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Lions have a first down. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. On the move, headed right. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway. You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's Lions ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jack Campbell at the INT.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. The defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And we'll see what they do here on second down. Shotgun snap here to Goff. And again, it's going to hit the ground, incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions have made this third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Goff on third. Big strike here to Williams. And he's stopped as he gets this one down to the 27-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that is good for a Detroit first down. Motion a receiver left. First down throw from Goff. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
We'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up third down.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. He has the first over the middle. And they're going to be set up just a few yards from pay dirt here. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Trying to run with Gibbs. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Lions now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes. That's turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quinion Mitchell. And this one only gets up to about the 5-yard line. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Shipley now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Looking right, and he finds him. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Now his hand hurts, fumbles, and it ends up out of bounds. A small loss on the play, but they do, importantly, keep possession. So a crisis averted a moment ago, but their reward, a really tough third down here. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or